I want to really focus on telling you guys what pieces are worth it from like a buyer's perspective. Today we are talking about the Ombre Amplify collection. Here comes the sun. I hope you guys are excited. I have so much info to go over, but let's get kind of like the introductions out of the way. So first of all, like I said, my name is Emily Moon. You guys can follow me on Instagram at eharmony95. I'm very active on Instagram. I love to answer all of your questions there. So if you just want to DM me, I always respond to your DMs. Don't be shy, don't be afraid. It's literally what I love to do. It's what I love to talk about. So send me a DM on Instagram at eharmony95. I'll put that in the description box below. I'm also putting all of my measurements in the description box below as well, but we'll put them up here on the screen too, just for reference. And that will help you out with sizing. I'll include in the description box like what size I'm wearing and what piece, so that you don't have to like remember as I talk about it. And then last thing is I have a support code, and the support code is Moon. I'll put it up here. And if you choose to use that, thank you so much. I do want to clarify that as of right now, that's not a discount. It's just a way to support me and tell Alphalete that I was the one that kind of helped out like your decision when buying, or just kind of influenced you to get a certain color or whatever it might be. It just is a way to support me as I hopefully support you in your shopping experience and everything like that. So with that, I kind of took a little bit extra time before uploading this video because I really wanted to gather all of the info and just kind of the pieces that I wanted to talk about before putting out a video for you guys, because there's been a lot of discussion and so many opinions about this launch. So I wanted to make sure I was giving you like full, like 100% honest opinion and addressing all of the questions that you guys have and everything like that. So today I really want to, because I've seen so much like back and forth and like varying degrees of like opinions and dislike versus like on this collection, I want to really focus on telling you guys what pieces are worth it from like a buyer's perspective. Because I don't know if you guys know, but I have been shopping with Alphalete for like 3 years now, been obsessed. I seriously remember like the first pair of leggings that I bought probably in like, I want to say the very end of 2018 or beginning of 2019. And from that moment on, I was hooked, like every single launch dropping like $500+ because I was obsessed with the clothing. So I know what it's like to save up for a launch and want to make sure that your money's going towards pieces that you're actually going to wear. So that's my focus for this video specifically. It's like, I really want to make sure that you guys feel good about what you're going to buy on Saturday, and that you have like a very clear understanding of what's worth your money and what you're going to be excited about to have in your closet by the end of this video. So hopefully that comes across that way. I did take a lot of notes on my phone, so if I am looking at my phone, I'm just looking at like, as I've seen your guys' comments and like gotten questions and DMs, like I've put things in my phone so that I know what to talk about. I am going to do color comparisons at the end of the video as well, so that you guys can see like which blues match up with old blues, which oranges and yellows match up with old oranges and yellows, and everything like that. So stay tuned for the end of the video for all of the color comparisons. Okay. So getting into this collection, of course we know like Amplify is back, but it's back in an ombre, and that kind of sparked some opinions, like I said, because some people are really into the ombre and some people are kind of wishy-washy about it. And I get it, like ombre is a very specific style and a very specific taste. So if it's not your thing, like don't feel bad. You don't have to love this collection. You don't have to purchase from this collection. I have a feeling that there will always be new Amplify launches in the future. So if you decide to skip out on this one, that's okay. Like there's going to be more colors in the future that probably won't be ombre. So, but if you do like ombre, you're gonna really love this collection. And I just wanted to talk about the ombre in specific, because some people are saying like it's outdated. It's such like a stark contrast between like the top and bottom colors and everything like that. And while I was waiting for my package to arrive, I was just seeing pictures of all of the collection on Alphalete. I hope you're following Alphalete on Instagram as well, because they provide so much content and info about everything. But the ombre looked very like stark and just kind of drastic and in your face. And then when I got my package, once the leggings are on and you actually see them in person, the ombre is a lot smoother on at least 3 of the pairs, to the point where when I wore them to the gym, these were the 3 pairs that I chose to wear to the gym, like the very smooth transition ombre pieces. It just kind of looked like I was wearing a normal solid color legging with just a very slight, subtle, flattering, honestly, transition of color. And the reason why I say it's very flattering is because I have this weird thing, I don't know, I always feel like I have to wear a lighter color on top than what I'm wearing on bottom. So like I'll always be wearing a white sports bra with leggings, or like a lighter color blue with darker color blue leggings. And so I like the fact that the leggings are a lighter color on top and then darker on bottom. I just feel like that's flattering for your shape and for your physique to go from lighter to darker. And that's why I really like the smooth transition colors, which I will get into and make sure I'm very clear about which colors are a smooth transition and which colors I'm like, whoa, that's kind of drastic. So just be aware of that. Like these do look a lot smoother in person, and I know people have started to say that. It's really exciting. At Alphaland, they actually launched these already yesterday, and a lot of people got to see them in person, and they were saying like, oh my gosh, the ombre is actually a very smooth, beautiful, flowing transition rather than this in your face. So, and then also it was fun, I was at the gym and 2 girls came up to me and they're like, I was wearing a pair of the ombre leggings, and they're like, oh my gosh, we get to see them in person. Kay, tell us everything about them. Are they worth it? What's good about them? And I was wearing this moonlight color, the darkest blue one. And again, like I'm holding it up in the camera, and even there, like the transition kind of looks drastic, but in person it's much smoother. But they were like, wow, I can't believe how smooth it looks in person. Like it just looks so calm and gradual. It looks great. I did a squat test for them in this dark blue color, and they're like, that's totally squat proof. One thing that they did say though before I squat proof is they're like, it almost looks like it wouldn't, because it has that sheen. You know how the, like lately the Amplify has that kind of like shiny effect to it. They're like, it almost looks like it wouldn't be squat proof, but then they were like right there in front of my face while I did a squat test for them, and they're like, no, they're totally squat proof, you're good. So yeah, the darker colors have been squat proof for me. When I say for me, the reason why I say that is because I actually like go commando in my leggings. So if I were to be wearing a like colored underwear or something, I don't know that they would be squat proof, but if you're going commando, the dark colors are squat proof. And I did that in a few of the different colors, and they turned out okay. So again, as we go through each color, I'll let you know which ones are safe squat proof wise. But yeah, so hopefully that kind of helps you feel a little more excited about these colors, because they have been getting a little bit of intense opinions, but just know that in person they're much better. And I know that's kind of hard to believe, because like you're about to drop money on these, so it's kind of hard to be like, I promise in person they're better, but really in person they're a much more like beautiful, subtle legging. But again, if ombre is just not your thing, never will be your thing, you don't have to purchase from here. What I will say though is when it comes to my top 3 colors from this collection, I really do think if you're this like die-hard Alphalete fan, you love the Amplify leggings, you've just got to have one ombre set in your collection. Like I think it's something to add to your wardrobe for the gym. And like some days you have those days that you want to be a little more like boom boom, here I am, like I'm looking great at the gym and I'm like catching attention, and this is the set for that. So I would say at least give one set a try. I don't think you'll regret it. I think you'll be happy that you have like such a statement cool piece in your collection, and then like 5 years from now when you're still shopping with Alphalete, you'll be like, yeah, I have one of those original ombre sets, and it will just be awesome. But again, how many times can I like reassure you? I will go over which of the colors I think are worth it and which ones I would pass on. But going back to my notes, oh, the material this time around. I have heard quite a few people saying that they feel like they're smaller and to like maybe even size up. I did not feel that way. I just got my regular size extra small in the leggings, and they felt totally fine. I did notice a slight change in material, maybe like a little bit, and I think it's just because I was looking for it because other people were talking about it. But this time around, the material feels almost a little more, the slightest bit more spandexy. Like I'm like a little more like stretchy, a little more thin, a little more performance. But there's still like, it's nothing like a Lululemon Align or the Pulse collection or anything. They just feel a little more spandexy. And honestly, I think it's a little bit to your benefit. I know that Amplify, the feeling of the leggings have changed a little bit from their first launch until now. I see the benefit to both. Like first launch, they were thicker. You just feel like very concealed and very good in them. But these feel like second skin, so comfy, and just, I don't know. I honestly most days kind of prefer the feeling of the new fit and feel of the Amplify leggings this time around, even more so than like the Dusty Green, the Not Gold, Victory Blue launch. These feel a little bit thinner and a little more spandexy, stretchy. Now when they're thinner, I don't think that necessarily makes them any like less squat proof unless it's a lighter color. I just think it makes them more comfy, to be honest. But yeah, let me finally show you all of the colors. And as we're going through each of the colors, I'm going to talk about like squat proofness, whether I think they're worth the purchase, the change in color of the ombre and everything like that. So what I'm gonna do is go through my favorite, starting at number 1, and then go down to my least favorite. So favorite color, oh my gosh, it was the first one I tried on too. And it is seriously a dream. It is this ocean blue. So this is the lightest blue color. And you know what, I'm gonna come out and say it, these were squat proof on me. And I even had somebody in person test, and I was like, be honest with me, are these squat proof on me? And I squatted and they said yes. So these did a really good job for me. They're a dense blue up top. It's not like a thin, like you remember Arctic blue? They're not like that at all. It's a more dense colored blue. They're not see-through if you're just going commando. And then I think like this transition from top to bottom is so smooth and seamless. Again, it just is a very flattering, like light to dark gradual gradient. This ombre is not harsh at all. The bottom color is almost giving me like Cayman Blue R6 Revival vibes, and I will show you a color comparison of that at the end. But yes, I love this ocean color. I think if you have blue eyes, this ocean color is going to be so flattering, or even like green eyes. I think if you are blonde, this ocean color is going to be beautiful on you. Aquamarine vibes if you're blonde and you're wearing this color. And if you know the movie Aquamarine, the mermaid, it's my favorite movie. So that was my goal, to look like her in this color leggings. I got the matching Amplify bra. I prefer Amplify bra over Trinity bra. I think it's more flattering. There is logos in the front this time. So if you're not a logo person, you might not like the fact that it's right there in the front. I just want to make you aware of that. I think it matches perfectly with the color of the leggings. I think it goes very well. They don't look like two different colors to me. At least the top of the leggings, if that makes sense. But yeah, I did extra small in the Amplify bra this time. Fit very well. I really like it. I would say about medium support in the Amplify bra. And then I also got the matching long sleeve crop. Now when it comes to the long sleeve crops, you guys, every single color of the long sleeve crop, the ombre is just more drastic and stark difference in your face than the leggings, just because they had that amount of fabric to work with the ombre versus the leggings that are much more fabric that they can like slowly, gradually go into the ombre. So some of the tops, I think, like this one looks pretty good, but some of the other tops, it's just too much of a stark difference for me. I didn't really love the ombre on them, but this one is pretty nice. It's not as smooth as the leggings, but I like it together as a set. And then I did want to get one Trinity bra in a size extra small, because in the past I had only done it Trinity in a size small. And I really, really, really prefer it in an extra small. I think Trinity bra is one of those bras that pretty much all across the board you're safer sizing down in. I find that these 3 straps in the back, if you don't size down, they kind of like aren't like flat on your back. They just kind of puff out a little bit. But the Trinity bra is very flattering. The logo's there in the front again as well. That cutout is really cute. The cutout does sit better on me now that I've sized down. So I like that. And then this is a darker color than the actual, oh whoops, that's a shirt, than the ocean leggings. It matches more the bottom of the leggings, but it goes really well. It's like same tonal and everything. So if you wanted to wear this darker color bra with the leggings, it would like look like it's meant to go together. So yeah, there's that ocean color, which is my #1 favorite, top recommendation, especially if you're a blonde. Remember that, you're gonna look so cute in that color. Number 2 is such a tie, but I really think I'm going to give this one my number 2 slot because it totally took me by surprise. I'm a blue girl. I love blue so much, especially Alphalete blues. I wear blue like 5 out of the 6 days that I work out in the week. So I didn't think I was really gonna love any of the oranges, but I just wanted to test them out for you guys. But honestly, I'm actually in love with this strawberry color. I don't know why it's called strawberry, because it's very obviously orange, except for I guess at the bottom it's a little more red. This is one of those leggings that I was surprised by, that it was such a gradual transition. This one looks very gradual and smooth in person. I really love this strawberry color. Like I said, I was taken by surprise by it. Like, it is so beautiful and so good. For some reason, when I was ordering, they only had these in a size small, not an extra small, and then that's not to say, like, on Saturday they will have extra small in stock, don't worry. But just for the affiliates and stuff, as we were ordering, extra small wasn't available to us. So I only got a small in these. They fit fine. You'll see, like in the try-on clips, I probably have a little more extra fabric up top, but half of my Amplify leggings are a size small just because that's the size I wore before I got pregnant, during pregnancy and everything. And now I fit more true to an extra small, but I still wear my smalls all the time. So yeah, you'll see a little bit slight difference of extra fabric in this color, probably in the try-on clips, and that's just because it's a bigger size. And then I also got the matching Amplify bra to this one. Such a beautiful set, you guys. Number 2 pick, I really do think. And if you are more of like a warm colored girl, like one of my really good friends on Instagram, Carmen, she's the cutest. We like became such good friends just because we're both obsessed with Alphalete. I'm like the blue friend and she's the orange friend. And so she's like, I'm totally getting strawberry. And I was like, you go, girl, because I know you're gonna look amazing in oranges, because that's just like her color. Orange is her color. So if you prefer like oranges, reds, yellows, strawberry should be your number 1 pick, just so you know. And then my number 3 color, which is a very close in competition with that strawberry color, is the Moonlight, this darker blue. When I put it on, it's so beautiful and so flattering. Again, a very gradual transition here. One of the, I think, probably the most gradual transition in the ombre. It's such a bright, beautiful blue. I love the matching sports bra with it, the Amplify bra here. I really love this set together. Again, I'm a blue girl, so this just called my name, and it's like this beautiful royal blue. Like, if your colors were blue and white in high school, like this is probably the blue that your school's colors were. It's just a very like, I don't know how to explain it. It is like a true blue, and then there at the bottom, obviously, it's darker. They also released an Amplify bra that goes with this set, but a darker color. I see that it like goes well with it and it matches, but I have a hard time finding this exact color within this legging. Maybe a little bit there at the bottom, but this color, let me look up the exact name for it because you're gonna want it. This is the faded Moonlight color. So faded Moonlight is this one, and then normal Moonlight is the bright blue that matches the leggings better. But this faded Moonlight, even if you don't get a pair of leggings to match it, it is such a beautiful like denim-y blue. I think it would look gorgeous with French blue, like if you have French blue leggings. I want them to do an Amplify legging in this color. It is so beautiful. So yeah, that is my number 3 pick, and then we're gonna talk about the other colors, okay? So my top 3 picks for me, Commando, all completely squat proof. Okay, so both the 2 extra small leggings and then the small legging were all squat proof for me in my top 3 colors. They're all a beautiful subtle transition in the ombre. I highly recommend those 3 colors. I really do. They all took me by surprise. They were so much more beautiful in person. Now these next 3 colors just didn't really like quite make the cut for me, and it's because these 3 are so good. I just wouldn't spend my money on 3 that are just okay, if that makes sense. So again, I just want you to be wise about what you're purchasing and feel like you're putting your money towards something great. So I'll talk about this next color now because this one has some good things about it. This one is Blue Moon, and it's the middle blue color. I mean, like, you have eyes, you can tell. Sorry, sometimes I say things that are so like blatantly obvious. I'm like, why did I didn't have to say that. This is obviously the middle blue color, like not the lightest and not the darkest, but it is Blue Moon. And I am in love with the top color of this. If you remember the color Neverland from the Surface launch, like the end of last summer, this blue reminds me so much of that Neverland color. But the transition on this ombre is such an obvious, stark difference. It's like you have to be a diehard ombre fan to like these leggings, okay? I'll still wear them, I really will, but it just has to be right mood, right kind of day. And it's the kind of transition in the ombre that I think is the kind that freaks people out and makes them wonder, like, is that gonna go out of style? Am I gonna get any use out of that? So just wanna be honest with you guys about this color, Blue Moon. Beautiful up top. I pray and hope one day that Alphalete does a Amplify legging in just this top color all the way throughout, because it is probably the color of my dreams. But yeah, then the bra here, I heard a little bit, yeah, there's a slight difference in color between the bra and the leggings. Like the bra is a little bit lighter, but honestly, once you're wearing them with like the skin in between and they're like further apart, you can't tell the difference. You really can't. But there is a slight difference when they're right there next to each other. This long sleeve top, honestly, I don't think I will ever wear it just because it's so drastic in change of ombre. I don't personally love it. So I just wanted to make you guys aware of that color and its details. Again, if you're an ombre fan, you won't have an issue with these leggings at all, but if you are a little more reserved and don't really like the look of like two separate colors, that probably won't be your favorite. And then we have this Day Tripper orange color. And, whoa, that made the screen dark because this is such a bright orange. Not squat proof. It's actually pretty light and sheer. I feel like it, like you can just see more of like skin details and everything. Like if you have a tattoo on your legs or anywhere that these leggings would be covering, I don't think it would do the best job at covering that up. But yeah, this Day Tripper. Sorry, I ran out of space on my memory card right when I was talking about the Day Tripper color. This Day Tripper color is a pass for me. It is. If you really, really love the orange color, like orange is your very favorite color, you might want it, but it was a pass for me. I think I did a squat test in the try-on clips. I'm just kind of like, I don't know if I'm gonna post it or not, we'll see. Sometimes I feel a little like self-conscious doing a squat in front of the camera and then posting that for the world to see. So I just didn't feel like that Day Tripper color was squat proof. So just being fully transparent. And then let's talk about the very obvious. This is the honey color. And it is this light yellow that goes into a light orange. This is by far the most in-your-face stark contrast of the ombre. So much so that I don't necessarily think it's very cute. It doesn't really appeal to me that much. I did just get it just to test it out and to give it a fair chance, and I wasn't like very impressed with it, if I'm gonna be honest. It's not my favorite color. I do really love like this yellow up top, like my lemonade leggings. I think they're a really pretty yellow and a pretty color. They're just kind of sketchy sometimes. Like they are pretty see-through and not very, well, they're not squat proof. I think I did a squat proof test in this one as well in the try-on clip, so we'll see if that makes it in the video. But you guys already know, like everybody already knew these weren't going to be squat proof. So if you love this yellow color, then you might want to get it. But if you're like on the fence about it, I'm just going to be honest, I would save my money for a pair of leggings that you can wear on any day for any workout, and will go with a lot more things. and that's my opinion on the honey leggings. I don't think it's anything new. I think most people have that opinion about that color. What I will say though is the honey colored bra, the Amplify bra, is beautiful. If you don't already have the lemonade colored bra, I would get this one. I've been wearing it with just like other leggings or like the Very Terry sweats. I think it's a very beautiful color. I actually really like how it pairs with my hair. I think it's really pretty if you have darker hair, this light yellow. So the bra is 100% worth it, but the leggings I would just pass on. So yeah, that is everything about the Amplify stuff. And then I wanted to talk very quickly about the sweat sets, because they do have quite a few of these sweat sets coming out, and I'm wearing the one in the color Submarine, which really caught my eye. I thought it was such a beautiful color. I really wanted to order it. I was very excited about it. And here's what I have to say about the sweat sets this time around. I am a die-hard Very Terry fan. The Very Terry sweat collection that came out, I want to say end of January, beginning of February. I wear those every single day. I wear them like over my shorts to the gym. I wear them lounging around the house. I love those joggers so much. I love how oversized they are. I just think they're so comfy, so cute, so flattering, like perfect like grunge look. I think they're so cool. And so I was kind of expecting the same thing out of this, and it just wasn't the exact same as Very Terry. Well, obviously it just wasn't giving me the exact same like excitement or feeling that I have about Very Terry. I personally am not like super drawn to like the tie-dye effect. I know a lot of people really like that. I would just prefer if it was just like a solid color. But again, it's kind of like the ombre thing. Like if you're a person who likes more like design and kind of cool, unique things, you'll really like this. And I know that there's a couple colors, like for example, the color Blackbird is just like a solid black. I think there's one or two colors that are just solids rather than this printed. But this green is really beautiful. I also don't know if I like love the V-neck on me personally. I just don't, I think with like, I don't know like what it is about my personal like body type, I don't think I love the V-neck on me. And then the one thing that I'll say about the sweats that kind of made me sad is they're not very high rise. Like you don't have a lot of room to work with, whereas Very Terry was like high rise. Like I could pull them up quite a bit if I wanted to, or I could sag them low. There is a drawstring or two drawstrings in here, and so you can make them even tighter, but without even tying it. I'm wearing a size small in the sweats right now, which I wear a size small in Very Terry as well, but like without even tying it, this elastic is nice and tight. Like this isn't going anywhere. So I found I liked the look of these a lot better if I'm wearing like Amplify shorts underneath. I've had a baby. I don't really love like a low rise all the way down to here and like that much of my skin, and my belly button's like right here. Like I don't really want my belly button showing. So you'll see like in the try on clips, like I wore these first without the Amplify shorts underneath, and then I just really prefer them without the Amplify shorts. But yeah, they're definitely not very high rise. They're also not very long. Like, yeah, you can see they go up to here on me, and I'm 5'5", which I feel like is a standard height. Like I would never say I'm tall at all. So just be aware, like with these sweats, they're going to be a little more shorter in length, not as high rise. And yeah, that's like, they're not bad. They're so comfy inside. So like I probably will keep this set and like wear it every once in a while because it's so warm and cozy. But if I were to recommend a sweat like lounge set, I'd 100% tell you to get Very Terry over this. These do come in much funner colors though than Very Terry, like much more springy, summery colors. So if you're more of a bold, bright colored person, you'll like these sets a lot more in that regard. But yeah, that's what I have to say about these sets. very comfy, very cozy. Like there's nothing wrong with the comfort of them. It's just the cut and the fit. I prefer other joggers over these. What did I want to say about these? I can't remember. I really can't remember. I hope I remember. I just want to make sure that I went over everything that I was supposed to. Yes. Okay, so I've talked about everything that I wanted to as far as all the pieces go. And so like I said, we will close out with color comparisons so that you can just kind of see how everything looks together. It'll help you choose like, oh, I want to get that color because it will pair nicely with this color that I already own, or oh, that color's already really close to this pair of leggings that I already own, so I probably don't need that one. I just find color comparisons are really helpful for you to decide what to get and to know what the color looks like in real life. If there isn't a color that I don't already put in this video, like don't be shy at all. You can message me on Instagram and be like, hey, will you send me a quick picture of this blue with this blue? Yep, done, 100%. I love to help you out that way. It just helps you make an easier decision with buying. So again, don't be afraid to contact me on Instagram. Love to help you guys out there. One more time, if you do choose to use my support code, like also please let me know, because like I want to know the people that are helping me out. It just like, it's so beautiful and so kind of you to do that for me. So don't be shy, send me a message and brag about it, like be like, hey, I supported you. And I also want to know like what you buy. I'm always just curious like what you choose to purchase. So again, thank you to everybody who watches my videos, consumes my content, trusts my opinion, obsesses over Alphalete with me, everything like that. Thank you guys so much. I hope you're excited about this launch. I really can't wait to see what you guys choose to get. I hope my tips were helpful, and yeah, have a great day. Let's go into the color comparisons.